game minute for minute last night, and it was the most rigged thing I ever seen in my life. Miami had the lead the whole first half. They closed the half with the lead. In fact, that's a literal fact. And some people, I had to state that because some people would like to deny facts. I watched every single minute of the game, and the thing was rigged. At one point, we would be up by 5, 6. They would never let it get above 4 or lead above 4. I watched the game minute for minute, and I actually recorded the second half because of how they were playing it. And I'm going to go through that. But they would never let the lead get above 4. Once it was 4, we're kicking their ass. 4, and then boom, foul. They get free throws. And they were in the penalty within the first couple minutes of every quarter. But boom, foul, they get free throws. And then it's this. We would go up, get a steal, and go up, foul to get it right back down below 6. They would never let it get above 4 to 6. We could have had a 10-point lead easy. At one point, Jimmy Butler, bro, and there's one play. I was going to talk about the Jimmy Butler steal, but first let me talk about the one play where he was in the corner. Some shooter was in the corner, and we have the lead at this point. And they waved it off because they said Kyle Lowry fouled him on a screen. It was a handoff to the corner, and the defender ran into Kyle Lowry, and Kyle Lowry got out of the way so he wouldn't foul them, like call a screen, and they called a foul on him. Took away the 3. We would have been up 10 or 7. Okay, and that not only takes away points, which is huge, I think, in an exhibition game, like to take away points from a team, but it also takes away momentum from a team. Anyways, then later in the quarter, we still have the lead, by the way. We get a steal. Jimmy Butler reads Jason Tatum's pass, and they call a foul on Max Strus, who was guarding Jason Tatum. And it was not a foul. It was the same situation as Lowry, backing off, not reaching, not swiping, not doing anything, backing off, because he sees Jimmy's going to get the steal. And we're disciplined as fuck. And they fucking whistle like a second after the ball leaves his hand. They call a whistle. And it's like, whoa, that was super late. And is it because he just got that steal? And that would have been, now imagine, we're up 10 at this point. That would have been 10, 12, 15. Who knows how much we would have went up on a little run. Okay, that's the first half. So I'm like, and then it was a 10-2 free throw disparity. They had 10, we had 2. And we have a 5-point lead. If you do the math, if that carries over the whole game, our 5-point lead is a 5-point loss. Anyways, so that's the whole first half, and we're winning after all that, right? So I'm like, I have to record this second half. Look at this, I got 18 minutes of it. This is the second half, right after halftime. Strus drives into the paint. Here's 2 free points. Oh, and they were in the bonus after the 8-minute mark. 3 minutes into the game, 3.5, 4 minutes into the game, there was 4 fouls already, so where they were in the bonus. Here's 2 free points. Look at this and tell me this is a foul. I can't do that. I knew right there they were going to call a foul because of the way they was calling. And okay, but play it on. And they call a foul because he missed it. Step in for the charge. So good at reading it. Instead, you attack him full steam ahead. And he fouled him there, right? Or did he just jump? I don't know if that's a foul, says Jeff Van Gundy. No, it wasn't rigged or nothing last night. This was all night. And how do I know it was all night? Because I fucking watched every single minute of it. Then look, it throws off the momentum. You can't do nothing. You have to score because they're coming down getting free points every single possession because they want them to have a 10-point lead and to put this game out of reach. So, our offense is stale because we're scoring and keeping up with them, but then they're just getting free points. And look at this foul. So this is 6 free points in a row if you're keeping track. They're just too small right now. They're just too small right now. He's over topping him, and they call a foul on Duncan Robinson. So did those 3 fouls look like fouls? I know you casuals will probably say, "Oh, those were fouls." You haven't. Was he swiping at? Was he making an attempt to swipe at the ball? No. Was he making an attempt to hit him? No. Was he making an attempt to, those what you do. Like, you try to go for the ball, and if you hit somebody, then it's a foul. Not if you're there touching him, then it happens to be a foul because you're touching him. No. What? What, you're just not supposed to touch anybody?
And another blocking foul. Smart tried to get in the...
So that was the whole game. It's just being controlled by the refs. The momentum being controlled by the refs. It would be tied, or Miami would be leading, and they would call bullshit fouls to get Boston closer or get Boston the lead. And then we would come down and we didn't get any fouls. We didn't get any fouls for us. We didn't have it. We had 2 free throws in the first half. I don't even know how many we had in the second half.
It's got nice shades though, doesn't it? Lowry.
And we were just missing shots because we're thinking about the refs. Hardcore, just thinking about the refs. So look, we're playing defense, we're tying it up and shit. He hits it. Yeah, I remember he hit that. But at this point, I have hope. Look, it's tied. Look, we're sticking in there, despite the refs. We're leading despite the refs. We're tying it despite the refs. So I'm like, okay, we still have it. I don't even remember what happened, but I guarantee it calls a foul. I don't remember what happened, but I guarantee they call a foul. Oh no, Tatum. This is where Tatum's clutch. This is where they clutch it up. But it took them fucking all the way to 3 minutes in the third quarter to start hitting shots. They weren't hitting shots. They were in the game because of free throws. No, it took them the whole fucking game to hit shots. And that's not the first time this fucking series. Like, I seen a comment. They lost a game. It was like game 2, I think they lost. Can't remember. They lost a game. Game 3 when they were in Boston. And the refs helped them out a lot. And they still lost the game. And the fact that, look, we're keeping right there with them. The fact that fucking... So imagine if we had our lead, our 5-point lead. But then look at this at the end. I won't make this video too long. You can go watch, or you can't go watch it. Clearly grabs Bam Adebayo, but no foul. But they've been calling fouls all night. They called a foul on Kyle Lowry in transition, but they grab him, and the refs seen it. It's not like the refs didn't see it. Everybody's seen it, and it was so slow in real life that you could clearly see he got fouled. And then look, listen to Jeff Van Gundy.
Bam, and doesn't get the call. But they're being outworked.
They're being outworked.
So if you work hard, it's okay for the officials.
It's okay for the officials to rig the game. It's okay for the officials to give you bullshit calls. It's okay for the officials to not call fouls.
It's okay, but we've been around long enough. We know.
And then he instantly goes to say, "I'm joking. I'm not trying to get in trouble. We've been around long enough. We know how it goes." And then Jeff goes, "We certainly do." Probably because he's flashing back to Sacramento, flashing back to Houston when he used to coach Houston. Yeah, they're not fucking... I mean, and the people who would dispute this didn't watch the game. I watched every single minute of the game, and people know that the fucking league is rigged. Shit's crazy. You don't think that's ridiculous? All these calls right here, you didn't think that was ridiculous? And that was the whole game, my boy. We were up by 5 at halftime despite calls like this. 4 calls in a row? 4 calls in a row? You get 4 calls in a row? Not this play, no call. This play, I'll call it. But call, come down, we score. Call, come down, we score. Then they get the ball back. Another foul? It's like, okay, it's getting ridiculous at this point. Fouls like that to where... That's ridiculous.